Yo, what's up, everybody? This is the most creative, unappreciated, but very, very imitated show. This is
TaijhTV.
Come on in. I hinted on Dababy last week. Didn't really want to talk about it. I wanted to bring enlightenment to you guys. But I have to talk about it now. It's still trending. I was hoping that this Dababy bullshit would go away. The man made a mistake and it's costing him his career. Oh my God. Black people in an uproar, fake uproar, but an uproar nonetheless. So we're going to talk about Dababy being buck broken by the gay mafia, which I've talked about a couple times in the show. No one wants to fucking believe me. They roll heavy and they roll deep. They roll deep. I'm not going to necessarily specify the gay mafia, but more of the history behind the buck breaking of Dababy. You see, every alpha male, black alpha male, that shows that he's going against the grain gets buck broken. You see, it has it to where a lot of you guys, inspiring artists, you want to get buck broken. I see you laughing, jiving with people who are literally clowning on you while you're talking. Whatever. You want to be buck broken. We'll get to that. And then we're also going to talk about living in slavery today, 2021. This is not going to be a show of just pure niggadom. Did I just make that up? I did. This is going to be a show where I'm laying down theories, like I do most of my shows. But first, my cousin, Trey, he hit me up. Trey just got out the big house. He's from Kansas. He lives in Missouri. He goes by Trey 6, the Young Heat. He wants me to play you a song called Bury Me a G. I like the song. Let's see what you guys out there think of Trey 6, the Young Heat. Bury Me a G.
Trey 6, the Young Heat, ho. And I gave my all. It's all I got. No matter what you do, I will succeed. Told you. This is my dream. People plan to play me, try to change me like a babe. If you think that I'ma switch up, then motherfucker, you crazy. I know who I am, so I'm staying true to fam. That's the ride, throw the arm in your face and dance. These niggas gon' kill me for being me, and I'll die for the blood in my veins happily. So dig a hole and bury me like Rick. Fuck the world, middle finger, suck a dick. Whoa. Put a hole in my head and kill me for being me. I'ma die being genuine, same OG. Dig a hole and throw me in it in my red skinny jeans. Like Bob, Cheesy, and Rick, nigga, bury me a G. Put a hole in my head and kill me for being me. I'ma die being genuine, same OG. Dig a hole and throw me in it in my red skinny jeans. Like Bob, Cheesy, and Rick, nigga, bury me a G. They got a problem with the young and watch my back because they front. They smile in my face, but really I can't trust them. Why they wanna do me in, that's what I ask my brother. These niggas hate me like we ain't the same color. Meek told me that these niggas ain't for you. Even Jesus had niggas that wasn't loyal. I spit on them. I got this voice inside my heart saying fuck them all. So dig a hole and bury me like Jesus. Put a hole in my head and kill me for being me. I'ma die being genuine, same OG. Dig a hole and throw me in it in my red skinny jeans. Like Bob, Cheesy, and Rick, nigga, bury me a G. Put a hole in my head and kill me for being me. I'ma die being genuine, same OG. Dig a hole and throw me in it in my red skinny jeans. Like Bob, Cheesy, and Rick, nigga, bury me a G. You You got it coming, retaliation is nothing. Stay ready like Biggie, grabbing nuts and cussing. Hard to turn to stone now that we don't get along. Bitch, nigga, you can feel my hatred alone. This is for every time you laugh, talk bad behind my back. I'm killing, bare hands, no strap. I'ma die with my dignity, nigga, that's all I got. So dig a hole and bury me like Pop. Put a hole in my head and kill me for being me. I'ma die being genuine, same OG. Dig a hole and throw me in it in my red skinny jeans. Like Pop, Cheesy and Rick, nigga, bury me a G. Put a hole in my head and kill me for being me. I'ma die being genuine, same OG. Dig a hole and throw me in it in my red skinny jeans. Like Pop, Cheesy and Rick, nigga, bury me a G.
That was Trey 6, The Young Heat. Bury me a G. Go to his SoundCloud. Make sure you subscribe to him. Talented. Let me know how you felt about that song. I think that's the first time I played Trey on my platform. So let me know how you feel about that song. Anyway, we're going to talk about Dababy being buck broken and you guys allowing him to be buck broken. There's only been one person, Naya Ramirez, Rihanna, that has backed Dababy on Facebook that I've seen. Everybody flip-flopping on him. Every motherfucking body. Like they wasn't just jammed out to Dababy a month ago, 2 months ago. You see, I told you guys this was a black world, but, this is a but, the black gay is the one who makes the shots. They call the shots. The black transgender calls the shots. You see, there's a hierarchy here. Just because white males have bumped down that hierarchy, let's not fucking think that we somehow run something. You see, black people don't even own anything. We don't own nothing. Jay-Z barely owns what he owns. Barely. Kanye barely owns what he owns. Rihanna, yada, yada, yada. But when we get to Dababy, and I'm going to play you the audio of what he said, I didn't think it was that offensive. I just didn't. Compared to what a lot of whites have said about blacks, never been canceled. This is why I say that blacks want to be buck broke themselves. Not all, but some. So you're willing to kill the Negro. I'm talking to blacks here. You're willing to kill the nigga. You're willing to sell the poison to the nigga. You're willing to put down the Negro for your own cause. But when it's time to ride, y'all niggas flip-flop. Y'all flip-flop. Now, I'm the most critical motherfucker that y'all have seen on blacks. I criticize the shit out of blacks because I expect better. I expect better. Now, you niggas out there in the streets, you don't expect better. You like the colorism. You love it. You love being pushed racism down your throat to have an excuse of not excelling in life. Yeah, that's what you like. That's what you want. You're looking forward to the reparations that won't come. Yeah, that's what you like. National LGBTQ and HIV/AIDS organization calls for educational meeting with Dababy in open letter. And he's going to go. He has to be indoctrinated with this gay agenda because obviously he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand that the gay people pay his bills. They're the ones cutting the check. Now, I seen a podcast earlier, Raw District podcast, salute to them. My boy Eli said that he felt like hip-hop came from a hateful place. That's false. That's very false. Hip-hop is the first genre to embrace the gay. Hip-hop's the first genre. Africa Bambaataa, Google him, allegedly is super gay to the point of where he was alleged having sex with young black men and Puerto Ricans. Allegedly. Through the testimony of so many victims of his. The Zulu Nation is a pioneer group in hip-hop. So many gay people came out of that. So I'm not going to go with hip hop is just so hateful, so homophobic, because they're not. They're not. You see, we allow Lil Nas X to do what he does because we love Lil Nas X, black man flourishing. But as soon as the alpha male, the alpha straight male says anything that has anything to do with the gay community, the blacks that are straight, that say they're straight, they flip on them. Because the white liberal audience doesn't want that. You have to willingly want to be buck broken. And I will educate you guys on what buck breaking is if you already haven't Googled it. Let's read complex.com. Several national LGBTQ and HIV-focused organizations have released an open letter to Dababy following his recent homophobic remarks and subsequent apologies. A group of 11 organizations, 11, they're coming down on him. It's about to be crazy with this motherfucker. 11 organizations, including GLAAD and the Black AIDS Institute, have requested a private meeting with the Charlotte rapper to educate him about HIV in the hopes that he could serve as a long-term advocate for the condition. See, now they're demanding him to promote and be an advocate of their agenda. See, it's no longer about him now. You see, Dababy, when he apologized the first time, he was defiant. In their eyes, oh, this nigga don't get it. He doesn't understand. He needs to be educated. He needs to be buck broken, forced to love and appreciate the agenda that we set forth for him. This is what it's about. This is what it's about. They state, we heard your inaccurate and harmful comments at Rolling Loud and have read your Instagram apology. However, at a time when HIV continues to disproportionately impact Black Americans and queer and transgender people of color, you see what I'm saying? The black gays, they're the ones who's calling the shots. We must address the miseducation about HIV expressed in your comments and the impact it has on various communities. Elsewhere in the letter, the organization wrote that Dababy could be an important voice if he shared accurate information. Not their information. That's what they meant to say. Their information. They state you can be a powerful, influential voice, especially across your home base in the South. You can't fucking make this up. Where the black community's needs are notoriously underrepresented across every public spectrum. What they should have said, the black gay community, because this is what it's about. It ain't about all black people. This is the black man you're talking to. Miss me with the bullshit. They state we encourage you to share this information with your fans and followers and become an agent of truth and change. And then you have the Negro loving, or how can I say, the culture vulture. Oh, she's a culture vulture, and you blacks love her, just like you love Justin Bieber's racist ass, just like you love racist ass Melly Gibson, the Passion of Christ. You got Miley Cyrus coming at Dababy. As a proud and loyal member of the LGBTQIA+, I don't know what all that means, much of my life has been dedicated to encouraging love, acceptance, and open-mindedness. Now, don't you see the contradiction there? She's closed-minded to what Dababy had to say, but she's open-minded to the gay agenda. This is bigger. This is bigger than just, if you ain't sucked dick, put your lighter in the air. It's bigger than that. This is about buck breaking a defiant Negro, publicly shaming this Negro. That's what it's about. Trevor says disco was the first genre to embrace the gay community. False. 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 Disco was the first genre to embrace drugs. Drugs turn people gay. That's a fact. Kyle Waite says, we can't pretend hip-hop, not bubblegum hip-hop, but hip-hop, coming from the black community was incredibly anti-gay. Whoa! Whoa! Some were, but the founders were not. You're talking 90s hip-hop. I'm talking about late 70s. And I can honestly say, Trevor, that disco was the pilot of hip-hop. Disco was pretty much a black genre. Your R&B Temptations and all of them motherfuckers went to disco. They went to disco. Teddy Pendergrass was getting his dick sucked while he crashed his car by a transgender, left him paralyzed. A staple in the hip-hop community. Now we're changing as a whole world to include the black community, but hip-hop is known to be incredibly anti-homosexual. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I just don't. But thank you. Back to Miley Cyrus and her open-mindedness. The internet can fuel a lot of hate and anger and is the nucleus of cancel culture. That's what she's doing right now, canceling this black man. But I believe it can also be a place filled with education, conversation, communication, and connection. Disco fever. I'm on one right now. She says it's easier to cancel someone than to find forgiveness and compassion in ourselves and take the time to change hearts and minds. There's no more room for division. If we want to keep seeing progress, knowledge is power. I know I still have much to learn. It seems like you're canceling them. Seems like you're canceling them, Miley. Fucking hypocrite. Now let's go to what Dababy initially said. If you're not up to speed, let's play it.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas.
Lights up.
Fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air.
Let's be real about this shit.
Yeah, keep it fucking real.
Some of y'all niggas suspect as a motherfucker. Let's be real.
I didn't see hatred there. I didn't see hatred. I didn't. Stupid? Maybe. But hatred? No. You see, he's alpha male. Looking all sweaty and them slave chains of his. Oh, and those chains around y'all necks are slave chains. Don't fucking kid yourself. Look at him. Sweaty with his slave chain on. Thinking he's above the law. He's above the agenda, huh? Thinking he's above the fucking agenda. Dababy has been dropped from all kind of things. What was it? Lollapalooza? All kind of shit. Rocio says, I've never seen so many gay people like I do now in the world. That's a fact. You see, they've turned it into a trend. It's not just a sexuality no more. It's not just a sexuality. It's not just a sex class. It's a trend. I don't give a fuck two ways how you move. I got a lot of gay friends. And they're some of the fucking most beautiful people I've ever met in my fucking life. But to cancel someone, to treat them the way they're treating Dababy is pretty fucked up, if you ask me. Thank you, Rocio, for your comment. Now I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the defiant comment that really has them pissed off, and this has them pissed off. I mean, if he would have just apologized, everything would have been everything, and they would have been okay with it. They would have been okay with it, but this comment right here, is it on the screen? There it is. This was his initial apology. He says, anyone who done ever been affected by AIDS, HIV, y'all got the right to be upset. What I said was insensitive, even though I have no intentions on offending anybody. So my apologies. But this is the but. The but, he fucked up. That's what the but was. But the LGBTQRT community, I ain't tripping on y'all. Do you? Y'all business is y'all business. That's where the shit goes left. Because now they've made their business your business, and your business is now their business. It's time to educate you. They might physically put him in a room and buck break him. Don't go to that meeting. Don't do it, baby. Don't you do it. Chad says facts. What up, Chad? Where you been at, bro? Chad's my guy. Known him for about 20 years, 20 years. Now we're going to get to Dababy losing gigs. I'm just going to read this off. I'm not going to show you on the screen. You can trust my word. The rapper, Dababy, he has been dropped from iHeartRadio, Austin City Limit Festival. They said the statement, Dababy would no longer be performing at their events. Lollapalooza in Chicago, where they kill niggas every day. Niggas killing niggas every day. They dropped him. I bet you they have Lil Durk there, don't they? I bet you. I mean, I'm just going to throw it out there. Dababy apologized for a third time on Monday. He says, didn't show up today with HIV, or no, that's what he said. He just apologized. I want to apologize to the LGBTQ plus community for the hurtful and triggering comments I made. Again, I apologize for my misinformed comments. You see, psychologically, they're there. They're in his head. He knows. It's over. He knows. Unless he does something that he might not want to do. Again, I apologize for my misinformed comments about HIV and AIDS. I knew education on this is important. Love to all. God bless. God bless you. Oh, put God in there. Dababy, you fucked up. You fucked up. Now let's get to the buck breaking and what buck breaking is and why I keep alluding to Dababy's going to be buck broken. You see, Euler made a comment on the Raw District today. See, I watch a lot of shit. Well, a lot of local stuff, and I like the Raw District podcast. And Euler, the U God, he made a comment talking about Europeans being the freaks, yada yada yada. Right and wrong. He to me, he's both. He's right and wrong. To say that blacks wasn't getting down with buck breaking, you'd be lying to yourself. The Caribbean islands, those blacks down there, those slaves that were slaves, that still are slaves, they did the buck breaking to appease the master. They did it to appease the master. So I'm going to put on the screen what buck breaking is. Then this might shut this goddamn stream down. I don't give a fuck right now. It's what I do. It's what I fucking do. On the screen, you see buck breaking, the use of sexual violence against enslaved men as punishment for wrongdoing. Here's a picture. You see the white man whooping, stringing up the black, spreading his legs. Look at the boy spreading his legs. Look how they got his legs spread down there. Oh, yeah, it was real. And it wasn't just done in America. Let's not kid ourselves. That whole goddamn Atlantic slave trade, or whatever you want to call it, it happened at every region that slaves were dropped off at. What is buck breaking? Mainly utilized by slave owners in the Caribbean as a false statement. Buck breaking was used against male slaves who were seen as defiant. The process involved the slave owner forcing the enslaved man to lower his pants and bend over a tree stump to ensure that his buttocks were propped up in the air. The enslaved man would then be flogged severely. That means fucked severely. That's what the fuck that means. You guys got to see with that third eye that you say you have. have to see this shit. It's happening in front of our eyes, and we are turning against Dababy. We're allowing them to fuck him. He's getting fucked in many ways, and we're allowing it. I played a goddamn video of Justin Bieber, Mel Gibson being fucking racist, saying nigger all goddamn day, and none of you niggas gave a fuck about it. None of you. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. But that new Justin Bieber, though, right? You niggas flip-flop. Y'all think I flip-flop. Y'all niggas flip-flop for a show. Anyway, this would weaken him so that he would not be able to resist the rape. This form of punishment was worsened by the fact that it would be done in full view of other enslaved people, including the slave's family and friends. And in addition to being sexually violated, the slave would also be publicly humiliated, which is being done now to Dababy. You got Madonna, who called her fucking black son a nigga. You got her coming down on the black man. Oh, yes, you do. And you allow it. When I seen Elton John comment on this, I said, it's over for that Negro. It's over. Elton John's like the king of gay people. If there was a hierarchy, he'd be the goddamn king. A fucking pioneer. Says this public punishment would install fear in other slaves and thus prevent any further rebellion. Enslaved men who were victims of this vile punishment often ran away from the plantation or killed themselves as they were unable to deal with the humiliation that they had suffered. It was often too difficult for them to integrate back into a society that had watched them be emasculated in front of their wives, children, and friends. Do you remember Willy Nilly, or what is that goddamn group that was faking, acting like they were singing? What is that group's name? That one of them killed themselves after they were publicly humiliated for beating the system. Killed himself. That's what so many people do. It's fucking crazy. Buck-breaking as a form of punishment grew amongst slave owners in the Caribbean. White men were able to travel from plantation to plantation raping slaves. What the fuck? The punishment became so widely implemented that sex farms developed from the practice. This is when it became normal in our society, from what we know what it is. Says these sex farms allow multiple slave owners to gang rape male slaves as punishment for any supposed wrongdoing that they committed. The massive popularity of the practice suggests that buck-breaking may have been utilized as an outlet for homosexual slave owners to act out their sexual desires on men without attracting the stigma associated with being gay. Homosexuality during this era would have been shunned, but shockingly, raping male slaves as a form of punishment was very much acceptable. Very much acceptable. You see, you thought it was just the females getting raped in slavery. No. I'm willing to bet my bottom dollar that it was more than likely males getting raped. I'm willing to bet on that shit. We have to demasculate the male. We're the alphas around here. I wish you could see this bottle. What bottle you got? So don't give me that bullshit. Don't give me that bullshit that it's not happening to this black man, because it is. It is. It's fucking, it's in motion right motherfucking now. And black people, you should be ashamed of yourself for allowing it to happen to him. You all should be ashamed of yourself. You're all so goddamn black, ain't you? people need to be educated. I get it. But this form of education to this level? Come on. You allow him to get demasculated in the form and fashion he is. They're cutting off his money supply. Back to the ghetto he goes. That's what they're saying. Now, I don't give a fuck if he's a real one. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I've already told you how I feel about that. Nobody's real. Nobody's goddamn real. Being real is subjective. I don't give a fuck about none of his past. Because this right here, of what he's dealing with, this is the real deal. In my opinion. Fuck any gangster he had in Charlotte. Fuck any cell he was in. Any prison. Now this is it. Now this big time. They'll blow his fucking head off. You think I'm lying? You think I'm fucking lying? If he didn't get in the act right, his muffin top would have been pulled back, blue. And that's a fact. That's a big old fact for that ass. I wish you well, Dababy, and I hope you get educated. Gay people are people too. I will say that. They are people too, and they have their own rights. I mean, don't be so ignorant. It's all right that you're not gay. It's all right, but don't be ignorant. Feed your fucking family. That's what it's about. Feed your fucking family, make that money, and fucking relax. But I wish you all well. Now I'm going to play a song by Fuelo, and then we're going to talk about how we are still slaves. I'll hit on it very fast. Trust me, it'll be very, very, very quick. We're going to play Fuelo, How I Feel. Let's go.
Another Mike D exclusive.
Yeah. Fuelo. Game is to be sold, not to be told. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Look, nigga, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Yeah. Real. Yeah. I run the fucking show. Better know this what this is. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Yeah. Real. Yeah. I run the fucking show. Better know this what this is. We did the one choosing or you getting chose. If you stick to the plan, you stay up on your toes. Name a nigga like me, you can't and probably won't. No. These undercover hating niggas get exposed. That's how it goes. I do this shit they cap about. And maybe this be the reason they be mad about. Well, fucking man, here's another one. I'm spazzing out. I probably hit the bitch, see what the ass about. And then I'm out of flaws different, we are not alike. She say she only really fucking with the falling type. Well, I don't play no Captain Saving, bitch, you lost your mind. I got game for days, baby, yeah, I walk it right. My game is tight. I hit the whip, got a nigga leaning. Sit back, got in traffic, got my shit beating. I'm everything you wish you wasn't, yeah, I fucking mean it. That's why my name be in your mouth, you wanna be on G shit. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Look, nigga, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Yeah. Real. Yeah. I run the fucking show. Better know this what this is. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Yeah. Real. Yeah. I run this fucking show. Better know this what this is. Got my shit on my own, ain't needing no favors. No. Niggas sit in your face and try to learn your plays up. You liking where you stacking pussy, get your weight up. You want the amateur hustle, nigga, we sitting major. Life different, I've been trying to get it. Learn to stack it with the bag, way more than spending. Had to take a step back just to learn the business. Ain't shit they can do with me, bonafide gritting. Little nigga listen. I pulled the whip out the lot. You either playing the game and you just the one to watch. I said, nigga, fuck a rollie, I like G-Shocks. You ain't close to being on and your team flop. Damn, some of you niggas act worse than these bitches do. Male groupies dick riding like a bitch would do. You ain't one of us suckers, might have missed the news. This fly shit is unmatched in my crep in blue. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Look, nigga, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Yeah. Real. Yeah. I run the fucking show. Better know this what this is. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Yeah. Real. Yeah. I run this fucking show. Better know this what this is. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Look, nigga, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Yeah. Real. Yeah. I run the fucking show. Better know this what this is. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Real. I run this fucking show. Better know just what this is.
That was Fuelo. That's how I feel. Rocio, you crazy girl. Crazy. I wanted to show you guys Jake Paul saying nigga. I forgot to do it, and I'm going to do it now. I want to cancel this white boy. Blacks, cancel Jake Paul. I don't want to see a Tyron Woodley fight.
Fuck. They start out with it. Like my nigga Richie. He make the pussy so wet it gets wetter.
Racism.
Yeah. You heard him say nigga. I don't like it. Cancel that white dude. Another thing I'm triggered at is Joe Biden. Joe Biden's super fucking racist. I'm just going to play you some racist people. We're going to play you Joe Biden just being extremely racist, and I don't give a fuck if you voted for him. You're the fucking problem to me. You're the problem. You don't recognize shit. You're a sheep. You guys are all sheeps. So we're going to play fucking Dirty Joe.
Just as talented as white kids, wealthy kids, black kids. Wall Street. They're going to put you all back in chains.
They're going to put y'all back in chains. Oh, yes, they are. Yes, they
I've
are.
had a great relationship. In Delaware, the largest growth in population is Indian Americans moving from India. You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking. Wow.
Wow. Anyway, let's listen to Mayor Bill de Blasio, New York City's mayor. We're going to talk about slavery in 2021. I'm not going to touch on it like I did Dababy, but let's play the mayor. Talk about your ass better have your vaccine passport or you ain't going nowhere. He's going to be talking about what the liberal wants. That's what he's going to be talking about. And I'll show you the video. Just prove to you that I ain't fucking around. Let's listen to the mayor.
A new approach, which we're calling the key to NYC pass, the key to New York City. When you hear those words, I want you to imagine the notion that because
when I hear those words, I'm terrified.
Someone's vaccinated, they can do all the amazing things that are available in this city.
Did you hear that? Let's run it back.
I want you to imagine the notion that because someone's vaccinated, they can do all the amazing things that are available in this city. This is a miraculous place, literally full of wonders. And if you're vaccinated, all that's going to open up to you. You'll have the key. You can open the door. But if you're unvaccinated, unfortunately, you will not be able to participate in many things. That's the point we're trying to get across.
That reminds me of slavery. How do you guys allow this to happen? How are you accepting of this? HIPAA laws don't fucking exist no more. Now I have to show you my fucking medical records. Now I have to show you my medical fucking records to be able to go outside. To be able to be a human, I have to show you a fucking passport? Proof that you fucking own me, government? What the fuck? 2021, slavery.
It's time for people to see vaccination as literally necessary to living a good and full and healthy life. The key to NYC Pass will be a first-in-the-nation approach. It will require vaccination for workers and customers in indoor dining.
You guys got 9 days, New York, and it's fucking over for you. 9 fucking days. Get your ball and chain. Massa, can I go outside today? Massa. Like, I'm all for, you wanting to be vaccinated and all that shit, but to make this a requirement, to cut our freedoms, our liberties, the little bit that we fucking have. This isn't America, the land of free. It's not what they're acting like. And these are your goddamn baby boomers that swear to God that they did the most. They swear to God that fucking millennials aren't shit. Here they are taking away your freedoms.
Indoor fitness facilities, indoor entertainment facilities. This is going to be a requirement. The only way to patronize these establishments indoors will be if you're vaccinated, at least one dose. The same for folks in terms.
At least one dose, but you need two. And now they're saying that you might need backup doses. What are they calling those fucking doses? And Kyle, wait, yes. They've had one of the strictest lockdowns. Their metropolitan is highly vaccinated, and they're still incredibly high in their rates of infections. Yes, you're correct.
In terms of work, they'll need at least one dose. This is crucial because we know.
Oh, by the way, this guy wants to be governor of New York. He is backstabbing Cuomo right now. By the way, just letting you know, New Yorkers.
This will encourage a lot more vaccination. We've seen it already.
Me forcing you to get vaccinated is going to encourage you to get vaccinated. Classic. Well, he makes sense. I bet he does.
We've seen the impact of the mandate we've put in place for city workers already starting to move people to vaccination. We've obviously seen the positive impact of incentive as well. The goal here is to convince everyone that this is the time. If we're going to stop the Delta variant, the time is now. And that means getting vaccinated right now. This new policy will be phased in over the coming weeks. So we've been working with the business community, getting input. We're going to do more over the next few weeks. The final details of the policy will be announced and implemented in the week of August 16th.
Hey, you're fucked, New Yorkers. You're fucked. Your freedom's gone. Oh, Kyle says booster shots. Yeah. He says just one dose, but yet they're saying you need booster shots. Freedom's gone, New York. I bet you New Yorkers ain't talking all that fucking jazz now. Fucking slaves. Now I'm going to tell you why I classify this whole passport thing with slavery. At a point in time, slaves had to walk around with little passports and tickets that said that Master Roberts owns me and I is getting the milk, eggs, cheese, and bread. We're going right there. We're going back to it. Master Mayor owns me, and here's my passport. I could be out. That was super racist. Canceled before I even got started. I will be heard. Life in bondage. Slaves lived under heavy restrictions, physical and geographical, in their day-to-day lives. While off of the plantation, slaves were required to travel with a tag or pass. Traveling without official permission could result in punishment for the slave, and in some cases, the master. That master named America is not going to let you out without that goddamn tag. Not going to happen. Oh, hold on. Kyle says, if they didn't get with small businesses, if they didn't get input from small businesses, and we know they didn't, his word means very little. Well, if they make a law, they're over. Their freedom's gone. If we're all law-abiding citizens, I mean, if he doesn't make a law, then, fuck him. But if they make laws on this shit, which it looks like that's what they're doing, it's over for them, dude. And this is not just them. I mean, California, they're making state employees. All these blue states and blue cities. Democrats. My thing is, I've never seen them really push anything the way they're pushing this, and it's scary. And then it's scary to hear this. I can't go out to eat with my family, unless I got this fucking passport in New York. That fucking shit is terrifying. Bondage for everybody. Welcome to Slavery 2021. Yo's master said, here's your papers. That's what it's about. That is what it's about. Passport and papers just to get a little bit of ounce of fucking sunlight, just to get what God created for you. Fresh air, sunlight, fresh water. All that shit's gone. We allowed them to take away our freedoms, and now we have to pay the price. Doesn't matter how much you like Trump. This is what he didn't want. He didn't want this to happen because it takes away freedom. When you have no freedom, you're China. You're in China. I guess everything that's here is made in China. Might as well make the whole country China. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, everyone, thank you for rocking with me today. I appreciate it. I know I went a little more, I was very passionate about that buck breaking on Dababy, and I think it's unfair. But thank you for sticking with me. Like, subscribe, comment, share, all that fly jiggy shit. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm everywhere, baby. I'm like bird shit. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night.